Have you ever had so many hobbies that it's just stressful? Like this was supposed to be fun. It was supposed to be an escape from life. I was supposed to enjoy this, but now I'm just stressed. I'm the kind of person who has like 30 different hobbies: painting, skating, watching anime, watching K drama, working out, love crocheting, love fashion, makeup, nails, all of it. All of it. But only 24 hours in a day. You want to know about me? Well, I'm just a regular girl trying to figure out adulting and life and saving and being successful. And if that sounds like your vibe, you should stick around because today we're going to get into why I have too many hobbies to be good at any of them. I always joke and pretend like and try to understand my brain is like having 50 or 60 different tabs open at one time. Like there's a tab open for my roller skating, there's a tab open for all the recipes that I want to try, a tab open for the animes that I want to watch, a tab open for the different nail designs that I want to try on myself. There's a tab open for my cats, a tab open for my boyfriend, for my relationship. There's a tab open for the video games that I want to play on PC and on Switch. There's a tab open for all the DIY craft projects I want to do, one open for the fashion that I want to get into. I would love to get into sewing. I really would. But with all the hobbies that I already have, it's not even an option. Not to mention, I don't have the space, but like that's neither here nor there. Even if I did have the space, I don't have the time because I have 35 different hobbies already. I don't want to give up on any of them. I love doing them all, but I can't seem to give any of them the time that they need to really grow and develop and actually get good at any of them. Every hobby that I have gives me a different kind of joy. Like I love skating because it makes me feel free and I guess more like a superhuman than just like a regular human because I can go so fast and do cool moves. And I love watching anime because it's just a different kind of look into like a fantasy kind of life, of a life that maybe I would want to live, or just things that I don't usually get to see in normal cartoons or in American style cartoons. Because I love American style cartoons too. That's also another hobby. But anyway, it just they all give me different kinds of joy and pleasure in life, and I would love to just keep them all. Take anime for instance. I love a good slice of life, a good classroom feel good, low stakes kind of anime. And there are hundreds of them, thousands of them to watch. And I would love to be able to watch them all. But really I only have about 30 minutes per day to even try to devote to that. And if I'm watching an anime that's like 7 seasons long, it's gonna take months to finish the anime. Months. And I don't know if I have like the capacity to watch the same thing over and over every single day for months just to finish it up. And I know I could just like take a break, watch something else, move on for a little bit, and then come back to the original anime. But I cannot do that. I will never come back to it. I have to finish it and then start something new. I can't have multiple shows going at one time, or none of them will get finished. And if I never actually finish the show, it just feels like a waste of time of me having started it in the first place. So, yeah, all that to say, I don't have enough time to watch anime. First world problems, I know, right? One of my old hobbies that I kind of left in the dust is resin crafting. I played with resin for like 4 fucking years back when it was really hyped and everyone was into it. I thought that my trays were going to be the ones that kind of just blew up. And they are cute. They're very, very cute and pretty and fun. But having to sell them, market them, and run a whole business behind them took so much time. Like I didn't have time for any other hobbies. I didn't have time for skating, barely, or going to the gym, or even hanging out with people. So after about 4 years of running my resin business, I had to just say, I want time to do other things. I want energy and like mental clarity and just the ability to do things that don't involve pouring toxic chemicals to make trays that are going to go out into the earth and just pollute it. So when I was running my resin shop, it was really just go to work, come home, work on my business, cook, clean maybe a little bit, and go to sleep. That's not a life to live. That's boring. People want to do other things like move their body and hang out with friends and be social. I will go to work, be at work at 8 o'clock, and I will get off at 6 o'clock. I want to go to bed by at least 11. At the latest 12. You want to get at least 6 hours to be able to survive the day. You already know you're not going to get 8 hours, but at least six to be able to survive. So that means I get home around 6:37, cook and clean takes at least an hour. 8 o'clock, got at least maybe an hour, 2 hours to work on my business, and then it's time to go to sleep. Where do you have time for skating or playing games or watching anything or just watching a movie or hanging out with your friends or anything other than work and like maybe one other extracurricular activity? I have too much going on and too many goals to only have one. Roller skating is another one of my main hobbies. Like I will make time for roller skating, even if it's just for like 1 hour a week. I will make it happen somehow, some way. And I would love to be like a professional skater who's able to do like crazy tricks consistently and flow really well. But I really just don't have the time to dedicate to making myself that good. That takes time, it takes repetition, it takes focus and consistency, and I really just can't give that to roller skating at this point in time. I would love to though. I've actually been practicing street skating every couple of weeks, and I every time I go out and street skate with this group of I guess skaters around the city, just super duper fun by the way. Hopefully one day I'll get an actual video of it and make it into a cool montage. But first, I have to be able to skate without busting my face first. So TBD on that. But yeah, I have been practicing street skating a lot more and going out and skating around the city with a lot of people, but I'm still not good at it. And who knows how long it's going to take for me to be good at it and for me to even be able to keep up with these crazy skaters. But if I had more time to dedicate, I would be able to go out and skate with them every single week. I would have already been good at it by now. I would have already been able to stay at the front with these people who skate super fast. But since I can't go out every single week and I don't have the time or even the energy mentally or physically to go out every single week and practice this skating, who knows how long it's going to take for me to get actually good at it. I would also love to be one of those pro skaters who are like featured on music videos and on crazy events and the fucking Super Bowl and things like that. That would be awesome if I could actually make it to that point. But when you come home from work after working like 9-10 hours, it's like my mind is just gone. It doesn't have any more capacity to even think or do anything other than like stare at a screen and like mindlessly scroll or watch fucking Bob's Burgers, because that's the only thing I can stomach watching after a long day. It's the one that I should keep up with. But I actually enjoy it. I know a lot of people don't really work out because they enjoy it or because it's fun. They just do it because they're supposed to. But I actually do enjoy resistance training and strength training and like strengthening my body and making sure that I'm flexible and able to move well into my 30s and 40s and 50s. So I do enjoy working out. And I can maybe dedicate maybe 3 hours out of the week to it, because look, I don't spend more than 1 hour in the gym at a time. Like past 1 hour, I get irritated, I get sick of being there, I get too sweaty, it starts to smell like ass, I'm just ready to go. So like I can dedicate 3 hours. I go like try to go Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then one day on the weekend. But even that doesn't always happen, because sometimes I have to stay after work on a Tuesday. Sometimes I have like social things that can only happen on a Thursday. So if I don't make it to the gym on those Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's like I'm not going to schedule it for Wednesdays or Fridays or Mondays, because I already have things scheduled for Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays. So that day I just don't get a workout on that day. And as much as I want to be consistent and really be able to grow muscle and see real progress in the gym, I can't see that if I have to focus on the 5 billion other things, hobbies, and just life things that I have to focus on. How am I even supposed to make any kind of gains in the gym? I think part of the problem is that I've really romanticized this version of myself who is just perfect in my head. Like, She wakes up early, she makes a healthy breakfast, her house is always clean, her nails are always done. She's balanced, she knows a little bit about everything, she can hold conversations really well, she speaks very well, always put together, just very cultured and like has had just tons and tons of experiences and she can speak on them. That's who I would love to be. If I could just get up in the morning, have a good breakfast, maybe go work out, go to work, be productive all day and don't make any mistakes, come home, clean, cook, be with my boyfriend, pet my cats, go skating, hang out with my friends, play video games, etc., 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 every other hobby that I could possibly do, that would be perfect. But in reality, that person does not exist. And I don't even think it's possible for that person to exist. Not with only 24 hours in a day. So I'm holding myself to these standards that don't make any kind of sense. And it really is just toxic, more toxic to me than anything, because I always feeling guilty about the things that I'm not getting to. Like, I shouldn't feel guilty about not being able to play Stardew Valley for more than an hour. It's supposed to be fun, not stressful. There should be no pressure on me. Yet here I am stressed out about how I'm not going to be able to plant this corn today. Like, that really does just ruin the whole vibe of Stardew Valley, doesn't it? Another issue with having so many hobbies is that I want to be like absolutely amazing at every little thing that I do. So just enjoying the hobby isn't enough. I have to be like an impressive skater. I have to know so much about anime that people are impressed and they understand, yeah, you know what anime is. Like when I meet a real anime nerd, I want to be able to be on their level. Like, they probably can watch anime all day. I want when I say a real anime nerd too, I mean an anime nerd who like that's their life. That's what they do. They don't have 5 billion other hobbies, and even if they do have other hobbies, those hobbies still correlate with probably anime, like manga and cosplay, like those things. They all kind of go together for me. So I feel like if I meet a person who is that into it, I really can't fucking compete because I'm not spending all my time or even nearly as much time as they are within their craft or their hobby or their interests. So I won't be able to speak as well and I won't be able to be on their level, and the conversation is probably going to end awkwardly with me not knowing some show that they are trying to recommend or trying to reference. Like, I feel like I'm never going to be able to reach the level that I want to reach for any of my hobbies, because by the time I get home from my job, there's no time to even pick a hobby, let alone actually enjoy one. Like, it takes me at least an hour to start enjoying Stardew Valley as much as I know I should, or at least to its fullest extent. So if I only have an hour to just play, and it takes an hour to actually really get started, it's like as soon as I get started, it's time for me to be done and like lay down and go to bed. So yeah, I'm well aware that these aren't big problems. Like, not being able to enjoy my hobbies or having too many hobbies to enjoy is not a huge problem. Like, there are people who I know who wish they had as many hobbies as I did, and there was a point in time where I thought I was like the boringest person ever because I didn't have any hobbies, and I made like a huge push within my life to like gain some. Like, I started doing arts and crafts, I started doing watercolor, I got into photography, and this was like probably like 4 or 5 years back. But now I just have too many to even keep up with, which is a blessing and a curse, I guess. Like, I'd rather have too many than have like none at all, and I just like come home and do the same thing and like stare at walls or like mindlessly scroll. I really just try to remind myself that hobbies, they will wait. They will still be there waiting for me when I get to them. Just because I'm not painting right now or I'm not focusing on resin crafts right now doesn't mean that I will never ever get back to it. And honestly, some I won't get back to, and that's completely okay. Like, maybe they were just hobbies for the moment, and I think that that's some hobbies are fine to just be for in the moment. And I think having so many hobbies gives you a chance to really explore what you want to stick with, what you want to work with, the kinds of things you're really into. So having that kind of variety is really a blessing, and being able to be interested and pursue various things. I've really been trying to let go of the guilt that comes with not being able to put all I have or put as much as I want to put into various hobbies, because it's not supposed to be a stressful thing. Hobbies are supposed to be fun. They're supposed to help you forget about things that are making you stress in life. They're supposed to be escapes, not stressful goals to pursue. And I have this weird problem with making every little thing a goal. Like it's so hard for things to just be leisurely and fun for me. Like I immediately have to set a precedent or set a standard that I have to reach for it for me to be able to enjoy it, basically. It's not fun to force myself to play video games. Like I love playing video games. I really do enjoy, especially on the Switch and on the PC. Those are where most of my favorite video games are played and where they lay. But whenever I put on this standard or this goal of, oh, I want to play this game for at least 1 hour today, it just takes away from the magic. It takes away from the fun. I just want to be able to impulsively be like, oh, I missed this game, and then spend 2 or 3 hours enjoying it. But right now, that just doesn't seem like the reality of, because I just have other things to do. I usually already have like my days and my hours scheduled out, because it really is that serious. Like if I don't have, say, oh, I'm going to start this in 3 o'clock and I'm going to spend an hour on this and then I'm going to move on to that, then I really won't get anything done. So like my days just have to be scheduled like this for now. I'm really trying to get into my head and make this mindset shift of understanding that life moves in seasons, and that I'm not always going to be in the season of where I get to pursue what I want to pursue. Like right now, I'm in a season of really just hustling, paying off debt, trying to stabilize myself financially so that I can, have a good future and build upon that really well. And that just doesn't correlate well with having the 35 hobbies that I have and being actually good at all of them. So I actually have just focused on three main hobbies instead of focusing on all the ones that I have. So skating, of course, because I love it and it's like just an amazing outlet, and I feel so cool the fact that I can skate backwards and like do some tricks. So I think it's a really good confidence boost and I want to keep it. My next one is working out, because it's just good for me. And since I work in an office all day, I'm not always moving around very much. I'm usually sitting at a computer. So I think having something that forces me to move even more than just skating is a good idea. And then my last hobby right now is going to be, you guys, my YouTube channel. I really want to grow it. It's been so far it's been pretty fun. I don't have that many views, but I do have a good amount of subscribers to start, and I'm very appreciative of the people who I do have. So if you would like to join my community, definitely subscribe, leave a like, and hit that notification bell to see more of this pretty mug. I just started my dream job. I just moved to a new city and got like the best job I could have possibly gotten, and that's really what my mind is focused on right now. So once I get settled in that, maybe I'll be able to add in a few more hobbies or a few more things. But as for right now, I have enough on my plate. The season that I'm in right now might have a lot less free time, a lot less leisure time, but I'm still going to enjoy it to the best of my ability and make the best of what I can make the best of. That's literally all I can do. So if you're like me and you have 5,000 hobbies and you stay collecting more, then you should definitely stick around at this channel, because we over here understand you, and we have a community here that's here to support you and understand you and even give some advice. And even if you're not looking for all of that, at the very least you'll be around around people who actually relate to you. With that being said, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I really do appreciate it. And I will be seeing you in my next video, hopefully in 1 week. But if not, if you don't see me in 1 week, just know that I probably got stuck on fucking an anime or a K-drama, or I got obsessed with like cooking new recipes or reading a book or something. Like I got obsessed with something, but I'm hoping that I'll have this video up, the next video up within a week of this one. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you next time.